So here's what I did. And fathers,
What a mess.
mothers. Quick shout out to you before we get into all these stories. Rob, can you pull up this tweet? So, and I want to see how you're going to feel about this. If this upsets you, good, because it should. This is something I wrote a couple days ago. The madness with Pride Month has to stop. We have Father's Day one day. We have Mother's Day one day. Yet we have March, Bisexual Health Awareness Month, March 31st. International Transgender Day of Visibility, April 6th. Asexuality Day, first celebrated in 2021, April 26th.
So if you have no clue, April 6th is your day.
Yeah.
What happened, Tom?
I said, so if you have no clue, April 6th is your
Yeah.
day.
So far.
International Lesbian Visibility Day. May 17th, International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia. May 19th, a Gender Pride Day. May 22nd, Harvey Milk Day. May 24th, Pansexual and Panromantic Visibility Day. What the hell does that mean? June, Pride Month, entire month. July 6th, Omnisexual Visibility Day. July 11th through the 17th, specifically 1 week, Non-Binary Awareness Week. July 14th, International Non-Binary Day. July 16th, International Drag Day. August 14th, Gay Uncle Day. Verify this if you think it's a joke.
Gay uncle.
September 16th through the 22nd, Bisexual Awareness Week. September 23rd, Bisexual Visibility Day. October, LGBT History Month. October 11th, National Coming Out Day. October 20th, International Pronoun Day. October 24th, Asexual Awareness Week. November, Trans Awareness Month. November 6th, Transgender Parent Day. November 8th, Intersex Day of Remembrance. November 13th through the 19th, Trans Awareness Week. November 20th, Transgender Day of Remembrance. Are you tired yet? December 8th, Pansexual Pride Day. Folks, it's only June. We still have to go through these days for the rest of the year. 145, roughly, out of 365 days dedicated to LGBTQ. That's 39.7% of the year. Why? How did this make any sense? Meanwhile, we took God out from school. We took prayer out of school. We stopped saying the Pledge of Allegiance in school because that's offensive. Seriously, who's better for a healthy society? Promoting LGBTQ or marriage? Pro-family unit, husband and wives? If this is controversial, America has lost its mind. If the agenda is not to procreate, pushing LGBTQ agenda suppresses that. Gay men cannot procreate, folks. Lesbian couple cannot procreate. No one cares if you're gay, lesbian, trans, or bi. What you choose to do with your body after you're 18 is your choice, and we'll respect it. But this agenda must be accounted for why our national birth rate is the lowest it's ever been. America would be a powerhouse again if we flipped the script, using 145 days to promote the pro-family and give LGBTQ a day out of the year. This is enough. That would get us back to 2.5 birth rate and produce a better society. Feel free to tear apart this argument, but if you support it, have the courage to comment and retweet. God bless. May God bless us all. Anyways, and this thing went all over the place with commentary, agreeing, disagreeing. But you know what it was? 99% of people that read this, they were for it. 99% of people said, this is logical. How do you argue this? Okay. Tom, your thoughts on this? And by the way, we were at dinner. This took us 15, 20 minutes to write before we tweeted. And then you were there at dinner with me. I cut when we
you wrote it. We just proofread it.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, I think it shows exactly what the agenda is. What the agenda is, and it's rooted all the way down. Here I go. Here comes a rabbit hole. Get ready, guys. We're jumping in.
Love it.
We go all the way down to Marxism, breaking the American family, breaking the unity of the American spirit and the American society, and you just keep coming. That is their strategy here. Keep coming. So the reason all these additional days keep coming, and you saw how duplicative they were. International Pansexual Awareness Day, International Day of Week of Pansexual Visibility. I don't know what the difference between awareness and visibility are, but you see they just keep coming, keep coming. This is the strategy, is to overwhelm the society with their agenda and where they want to take it. And this is how they're doing it.
Vinny.
And by the way, I thought it was a joke when you first started listing them. Like honestly, especially when you showed it to us. But here's a misconception: when you when you say when you put a tweet like that, Tom, and we know this, automatically the other side is like, oh, you have a phobia, you're scared, you're this. No. Especially with the Pride parades, especially that happen in West Hollywood. What does you being butt naked, okay, sometimes, your ass out twerking in front of kids, just out, what does that have to do with being proud of being gay? Gay people have been through so much to get to where, like, now in society, you're equal, you're chill, you can do whatever the hell anybody else can do. Why do you have to sexualize it in the streets? And, like, what does that have to do with being gay? That's what I get so confused, because I'm like, okay, you're gay, congratulations.
Caitlyn Jenner, who's transgender, retweeted, "Gays Against Groomers said we fully support this message."
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you don't have to be part of the community or not part of the community or part of the agenda to have common sense. So, on the surface, I'm assuming you said 90+% of the comments were positive.
Yes.
I'm assuming the comments that weren't, Pat's racist, Pat's sexist, he's homophobic, he's anti-trans. This is actually the beauty of actually somehow owning your own media company, because there's a lot of people would probably want to say stuff like this, but their fear of getting canceled, losing their job, being demeaned, or being basically called all sorts of names, everything with that. But what you're saying is actually accurate. I brought this up. You tweeted this probably over the weekend, I want to say, because I brought it up to a buddy of mine who's pretty high up in the Democratic circles. And he goes, well, the Father's Day and the Mother's Day, you got to understand that those are national holidays. These aren't national holidays. I go, cute caveat right there, but these things still exist, buddy. Let's stay at the heart of the matter. There's all these ridiculous holidays.
He read it and he said that.
He read it. He goes, well, I get it, but understand that the Father's Day, these are national holidays. I said, but bottom line is this: everything that's going on with DEI and everything that's going on, there's corrections and there's overcorrections. Okay, cool. After the Harvey Milk, everything that was going on in the gay activist movement, I think it was Obama that made gay marriage legal, right? I think during his first term, he actually did not want to do that. In his second term,
Obama didn't do it. It was a John Roberts decision, which
Thanks,
was
Tom. Under the Obama administration. Thanks, Tom.
But it was Supreme Court under Obama that it happened.
Sure, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But the point is, it's reached the point of peak overcorrection where it should, sure, have a gay holiday, sure, have a gay Pride Month.
Yeah.
Every single day. Now it's like boom, 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 boom. Enough's enough.
You know what's crazy though? If I was still in Hollywood right now, no joke,
you'd be gay.
Because
I thought that's where you're going, because Vinny, that's not cool. Just telling you, I see you.
By
as
the way, Vinny, perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. Come on out.
What is today
Come
a
on,
day?
Vinny.
Is it National Coming Out Day, guys?
Come on out.
So like that tweet, I retweeted it. Do you realize if I was in LA and I was on a show and I retweeted that and they saw in Hollywood, I would have been fired.
You're finished.
Think about that. They would have told me,
you're finished.
Take it down or you're fired.
But that's my point.
That's a great point.
Well,
Yeah.
wait till October 11th.
Okay, what's National
Do
Coming
it
Out
the
Day?
right way.
All right, guys.
If
so
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
keep it in the closet till then.
Listen,
we had
Snacks,
Gina Carano on, and she got canceled for far less than that.
Yeah, far less. So it's crazy. I mean, I'm obviously.
But it's free speech only if you're part of the right agenda.
Let me tell you what's great about common sense. It always prevails. Common sense eventually prevails. Sometimes it takes a day. Sometimes it takes an hour of a conversation with a person. Sometimes it takes a year. Sometimes it takes a decade. Sometimes it takes 50 years. But trust me, common sense prevails. It's undefeated. Common sense is purely undefeated. Try to say whatever you want about common sense. It's eventually going to dominate the marketplace. By the way, a couple things when you're watching this. So watch what's happening with common sense. Logan Paul just had Trump on. You know who represents Logan Paul? Some of the biggest representatives in Hollywood that are liberal and all this. This guy has Logan. He goes to Mar-a-Lago to interview Trump. First of all, Trump's campaign. Brilliant move to get into this audience on TikTok. Whoever's idea was to get the president on TikTok, brilliant idea, whoever it was on the camp. You know who you are, credit to you, but having him on. What is happening to America? People are kind of sitting there saying, look, I just want to talk to the president. Okay, and look at Logan, 864,000 likes to have the guy on his podcast. What does this tell you? His audience wants to have this guy on. Yep. Now, they've invited Biden. They've said no. They've invited him. He said yes. So maybe both of them will go. Maybe both of them won't go on. But it is what it is. So if you're out there doing your part as a father, picking up your responsibilities, not giving it up to somebody else to do. You wake up every single morning thinking about how to raise better kids, thinking about how to raise better future leaders in the world. I applaud you. I respect you. I want to tell you what we're doing this weekend, Rob. If you want to pull it up, we just launched a new wallet. This is a wallet I've been wearing for almost 6 months. This is the only, I gave up my Fendi wallet. I gave up all the fancy wallets. I wear the Valuetainment wallet. I have it in brown and I have it in black. And this is how it works. You got cash in here. You put it very easy. Your ID here. You pull it out. Credit card comes out. It's very simple. I keep my cards here, my credit cards here. This is all I need. It's leather. Valuetainment officially launched. We have a limited supply. It will sell out just like the numbered hat sold out a couple weeks ago. Anybody for Father's Day that orders one of these wallets gets a free hat, Future Looks Bright hat, for free. So place the order, limited supplies. You place the order brown or black, you get a hat being sent your way as well. If you have a father, you want to gift them something, gift them this wallet with the hat. And if you're married, watching this, to all the ladies watching this, your husband loves the PBD podcast, order them this wallet for Father's Day and get a hat on top of it for free. Rob, they can go to vtmerch.com to see it. And this is where the link is at. Rob, let's make sure we put the link below as well. And for those of you that are watching the Spotify and Apple, go to vtmerch.com for the entire weekend of Father's Day. This will be there. However, I'm telling you, we don't have a lot of these. This is a few hundred of these wallets that we have. They'll be gone in no time.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.